Hey, it's Paul in the Fields again, back with more cigar fun. Today I want to talk about a guy who is pretty much a legend in the cigar industry, particularly amongst boutique cigar companies. The guy is Ernesto Carrillo. If you don't know who he is, 20 years ago he was producing the La Gloria Cubana brand in Miami, and all of the nifty stuff that spun off of that. Sometime later, he sold out that brand and the factory and everything else to General Cigar. And in more recent years, he started a new company, EP Carrillo, and he's been making a variety of things. Probably the best known or most successful of his more recent brands is called the Inch, reminiscent of the old La Glorias in a very good way. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. That's just background on him. He's made a new cigar that I think, as a boutique product, but really on any measure that you want to make it on, it's a very, very special cigar. Maybe one of the best he's ever made. The cigar is called La Historia. Hopefully you can see this. It is pretty. It is softly box pressed. It is nice and dark. It is oily. It smells like dark chocolate, but it's not a chocolate cigar. It's a real cigar made from real tobacco. In fact, to be a little bit more specific, it is a San Andres Maduro wrapper, which means a lot of flavor. It's an Ecuador Sumatra binder, which means a lot more flavor. And the filler blend is a mix of Nicaraguan and Dominican tobaccos, which probably means even more flavor. So there's flavor. We'll see what kind of flavors in a minute, but there's flavor. Now, you know I like to make fun of boxes because we don't smoke the boxes. But I have to say, this is a very, very elegant, sophisticated, and large box. That said, this large box only holds 10 cigars, which isn't the most wonderful thing in the world, but it may well be amongst the most attractive presentations of a cigar that I've ever seen. It's just beautiful. I'm still back here. So that's the deal. They're not cheap. They're not super expensive. They're pushing $10 in the larger sizes. It comes in, well, we're going to ignore their silly names like I like to do and say that there's a Robusto, which is the one I'm going to smoke today. There's something Toro-ish, and there's something Churchill-ish. I want to give you a close-up of the cigar if I can. Hopefully the focus will work on this, because this wrapper is really beautiful. And you know, I'm a big fan of San Andres wrappers. For one reason, the San Andres wrappers, all Mexican tobacco tends to be underrated. There is some very, very good tobacco coming out of Mexico, and some of the best Maduro wrappers you're going to find anywhere coming out of Mexico. So we're looking at the Perez Carrillo La Historia, and I think I've talked long enough without smoking anything. I'm starting to quiver, so I think it's time to smoke something. Pre-light taste is a lot like the pre-light smell. very much a dark chocolate, baker's bittersweet, mostly sweet taste to it. It makes me rather hopeful. Just puff up. Kind of like it. This is, at least initially, not a powerful cigar. It's a rich cigar. It's very much delivering on that kind of creamy, chocolatey, slightly bittersweet taste. But let's do this. I'm 1/8 of an inch into the cigar. What can I really tell you? So let's go away. I'm gonna go indulge myself in a couple of more inches of this cigar and come back and tell you what I think. See you in a bit. I'll be enjoying myself. I hope you'll be enjoying yourself. Focus. There we go. So I'm back. The cigar is a little smaller. I'm a lot happier. This cigar has picked up a pretty significant amount of spice. It still has that. It's all chocolate, a little bit of earth, maybe a little bit of leather, but it's mostly dark chocolate and now spice. You know, I'm inclined to say something that some of you might consider a little bit controversial. And what I'm talking about is this cigar might almost be a worthy competitor to the Fuente Añejo. And for those of you that are fans of the Fuente Añejo, that statement might be sacrilegious. I'm not going to say it's as good. I'm certainly not going to say it's better. I'm going to say it is a worthy smoke to consider if you really like those Añejos, which I do. But this cigar, at least if you go to Cigars, any of our 9 locations, you're going to find it much more readily all the time than you would in an Añejo, and you're going to find it for a whole lot less money than in an Añejo, maybe as much as 40% less. There's a lot to be said for that. Of course, my important measures: it draws great, it produces tons of smoke. The flavor is not, it's not a powerful cigar. It's remaining more like I would say it's mellow. Very rich, a lot of flavor. There's not even a hint of bite or sharpness, just a little bit of peppery spice. Maybe more than a little bit of peppery spice. And flavor. Chocolate. I'll tell you what I haven't done yet. I haven't tried a retrohale on this. A lot more spice on the retro ale. But even still, it's not sharp, it's not bitey, it's not powerful. It's rich and mellow. Can't go wrong with that. Good flavor, a lot of flavor. A gorgeous wrapper, great construction. A rational price, if not inexpensive, for a top flight boutique product. Definitely a rational price. I would definitely say look for and try the Carrillo La Historia. You sick of looking at it yet? Definitely try them. And of course, smoke often and smoke happy. And if you get a chance, smoke at Cigars. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. I'm happy.